It's going down tonight 'cause we're all in it.
Welcome back, CFJ Ranch Outdoors, guys. We're doing a little project we kind of talked about in one of the other videos. Going to be digging some pecan trees. So I got I'm actually on the tractor right now. This is my post hole digger. Hello, Mr. Post Hole Digger. We just got that Tractor Supply. It's a 12-inch auger, and it is County Line brand. We already broke one shear bolt, so we're learning how to change some stuff on there. So I've got like 6 holes dug. I've got these already marked off. We're going to be making them. I'm going to try to plant 18 pecan trees. We're going to plant them 50 feet apart, and we're going to make 3 rows of 6. So this will be the final hole for the first row. So the end, I got a couple of down there, so that's if you're doing math. So all right, well, we're going to give it a shot here. See if we can do one on camera here. Maybe in some serious rock, so we'll see. Definitely hit a rock. Let's see what we do here. Ooh, shallow rock. Move it over and try again. Okay, we moved over a few feet, maybe a foot and a half. We're gonna try her again here. Here we go. Does not want a pecan tree here. Alright, so we moved. We were at that little post over there. You can see it. So I moved there. I had a row there, and I think maybe it just might be too rocky over there. So I've already dug one here. That one looked pretty good. So we're going to give a shot at this row. We may just be planting 15. We'll see. Just turn the PTO on. There we go. That's what it's supposed to look like. Hole there, dust it off, and move to the next one. All right, back out here. It's been a few days since it's been about 10 days since we dug those holes. So we got our trees here. This is what they come in. We got these from Womack Nursery over in De Leon, Texas. They're available online. I'll try to put a link down below. Great place. The folks over there, I buy a lot of stuff through them, and they always give good advice. We are going to be planting Lakota pecan trees, and this is at the advice of Larry Don Womack over there at Womack Nursery. So he's very knowledgeable fella. And so a lot of the things I've been researching said that you need to plant a top 1 and top 2 pollinator. But where we live, there are a lot of pecan trees. Down, see if I can, there's our house, but down in that big valley down there is the Leon River. And so there's lots of native pecan around this area. And Larry Don says that there's so much pollen floating around that we don't need to have 2 pollinators because there's more than enough pollen to go around. So anyway, he advised that we plant these Lakota, and that's what we're going to be doing today. So we have our 15 holes dug, and we still got to clean them out a little bit as we plant, but we're going to get going. All right, Mr. Colter, filling up the water bucket. We got a hole here. Colter, tell us how it's done. Put that water hose down.
All right. So first, we're gonna take the tree, put it in there. We want it to be about right there. That's the level.
Yeah.
So
That's just below the graph lines what we're shooting for. So we can dig our hole deeper. Our hole's good solid 3 foot deep there.
Or we can cut this.
Or you can cut the root off. So that's what we're gonna do, is cut this taproot off a bit. Just set it down maybe. Zeus found the water over there. He's like a toy. Alright, now, yeah, I think you still need some more, don't you?
I'll cut off a little bit more.
I'd say a good another 6 inches or so. Thought you were cutting that one a little short. They say don't be afraid to cut, so that's fine. All of our knowledge is YouTube based. We're no experts. I don't like that cut, Colter. We need it smoother than that.
Smoother?
Yeah. See how it just ripped it? Cut.
Yeah. It does that every time.
I know. Well. Okay. Is that good?
I don't know. We'll see. Looks good.
Okay. That looks good. Now we'll trim the roots back a little bit, and then we'll see if you can
Hold it.
trim those real big ones. And you notice the roots are really kind of right at the level of the ground, which is in my mind not a good thing, but that's apparently where you're supposed to put them. It gives it more strength with the wind.
These things are built for.
Yeah, we need to get the little ones, I think, Colter.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna scrape a little bit of this dirt into here.
Just kind of get it covering the bottom of the roots.
Get it kind of to where it'll
Okay.
mostly stand up on its own. Now I'm gonna get this water, and I'm gonna pour about a third of this 5-gallon bucket into the hole.
That kind of gets all the air bubbles out. All right.
That's pretty good.
And now we'll top it off with the rest of the dirt. Using my foot shovel here. I got the real shovel. Trim those roots a little bit. Yeah. All right, go for it. No, it's good. Pour the rest. We'll trim it up afterwards.
I'm gonna pour the rest of this on here.
I think we might should have got that one a little deeper.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
probably.
All right, here we go. All right, well, we got all the trees planted the other night. Got dark on us. Planted 2 more today. And so now I've just been laying out this irrigation line. So it's just a 1/2 inch irrigation tubing, and then I'm gonna run a 1/4 inch off of it with a little sprinkler head. It's just kind of going around. I'll probably need to bury it pretty soon. Right now I'm just gonna have it sitting on top of the ground because I don't have time to bury it. So, and then I will, just keep the water out of it except for when we need it. And let's see, the other thing, I'm capping the ends of these right now. That's what I'm going to do. So, go from there. Just wanted to show you these little caps. These are not really caps. I guess they call them figure 8 end clamp. Pretty simple deal. I always assumed that you would put a cap on the end of these hoses, but all you do, take your hose and clamp it like so. Actually, you're supposed to have the figure 8 on there already. And you can use these little irrigation tubing for anything, your garden, your yard, whatever. So you just clamp that, doing all this one-handed, and fold this over and just leave it like that. It just kind of kinks the hose, so that keeps the end on there. So all right, so I've done a couple of these now. So just I got my main hose here, 1/2 inch line. And I got 1/4 inch little side lines, drip lines. And so what we're gonna do, take this little poker, and I'm gonna poke a little hole into the line. Pees a little bit because I just washed the line out with some water. Reminds me of when my son was a little newborn with his diaper and just squirted it up towards you. Sorry, Colter. And then, I have these little connectors, and you attach one of these in there, and sometimes they're tough. So I do this sometimes. Got a little lighter. Fortunately, it's not too windy right now. Just enough. Kind of melt the end, loosen it up, and look at that, it slides right in. Pop this in here. Okay, and then this end, I've seen videos where they just leave this open, which actually I kind of like that, because I got these little sprinkler heads, which I've used before. They work really good. They look awesome because they spread the water out evenly. Problem is, if you're using a well, which I am, most people are, your water's not, might have a little sediment in it every once in a while, and these little sprinkler heads, or even here we have a lot of calcium in our water. So the sprinkler heads end up getting kind of stopped up with just crud and whatnot. And if you're not out here to check them all the time, then you won't know. So then that goes there. And ideally, this line, if it's buried, I'll have it kind of further away from the tree, because these roots on pecan trees do grow pretty shallow, and they will eat into this and tear up your irrigation line over time. So anyway, so that's our look, and we're gonna do that on all the rest of them. Well, you've seen all the steps, and we now have the final product there. Looks like it's coming out pretty good on this one. We're gonna walk around all the rest of them, but that will set the sun on another CFJ Ranch video. Hit that like and subscribe button, and we'll see y'all next time. Thanks.